New release, finally, another new release 2022. A little bit delayed, not much, a little bit, but more important, in perfect shape. I got today my John Coltrane live at the Village Vanguard Acoustic Sound Series gatefold Stoughton cover. No dent, no seam split. Also here no seam split, but I've heard that a lot of the copies this time had a seam split inside. I've got lucky. Here is my copy, finally arrived, and I will give you my first impression of this beautiful release from Acoustic Sounds. But before I go into this release, I just want to remember you about these two releases, the last two releases out of this Acoustic Sound series. The Mingus, the Black Saint and the Sinner Lady, and Mingus 5 times. Those have been incredible releases at the end of 2021. They breathtaking. Just wanted to remember you on this releases, highlights of 2021, especially the Black Saint and the Sinner Lady. If you haven't got them already, give them a try. Those are absolute highlights of this series so far, the two Mingus releases. And as I said, today I got this John Coltrane live at the Village Vanguard. In my case, always when it comes to live at the Village Vanguard, I always think on the Bill Evans trio, but also John Coltrane did an iconic recording for Impulse. This album came out originally in 1962. We have 3 songs, only 3 songs. On side 1 we have Spiritual, 13 minutes 30 seconds, and Softly as in a Morning Sunrise, 6 minutes 25. And on the second side we have 1 song, we have Chasing the Train, 15 minutes 55 seconds. We have different sets, and we have the following musicians who plays with John Coltrane. We have Eric Dolphy on the bass clarinet, we have McCoy Tyner on the piano, we have Reggie Workman on bass, Elvin Jones on drums. And then on Chasing the Train, we have John Coltrane on tenor sax, McCoy Tyner on the piano, Reggie Workman on bass, and Elvin Jones on drums. This release, stereo, hype sticker. The hype sticker says mastered from the original analog tapes by top mastering engineers. Ryan K. Smith, ? We have them manufactured over at QRP Quality Records pressing on 180 gram vinyl. And of course our iconic, beautiful Stoughton covers, gatefold covers. What I do not like is this blue part here now. This looks strange in my opinion. But of course that can everybody else see completely different. So now let's talk about my first impression. Can they compete with the Mingus albums, for example? Is that a legit question? Of course it's not. We have a live recording, which is of course completely different thing. My first impression, for example, when it comes to the first song, the Spiritual. In Germany we would say it's linkslastig. What means linkslastig? Maybe something like heavy on the left side. then there is a tiny gap, and then I think we have Dolphy on the right side, but it feels like a tiny gap, and I really have to get used to it. Otherwise, you know, the separation of each instrument, the overall sound stage, the depth, the overall sound is top-notch audiophile quality. But this Linkslastigkeit is a bit, no, not annoying. Annoying would be nonsense. You have to get used. It's a bit surprising. So my initial thought was, oh, how might this sound on mono? I think there is a mono release. Maybe I get it and compare it. Great release, you know, when it comes to these acoustic sound series, for me and probably to some of you, those are must-have releases. Perfect, beautiful releases from iconic artists. Most of them are from Impulse and or Verve. Great stuff. Can't wait for the next John Coltrane, the Crescent, or the Bill Evans Trio 65. Great stuff, gorgeous stuff, no doubt about it, no doubt at all. But and of course you can't always get an album like this one, because this is 11 out of 10. 11, yeah, this is okay. Let's stick with this kind of rating so that you get an opinion. I'd say this is 8.5 out of 10. Great to have, don't get me wrong, but I expected another incredible highlight which you can't deliver all the time, like the Mingos, the Black Saint and the Sinner Lady. Great album, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Really recommend it. Beautiful stuff. Can't wait for the Crescent. Can't wait for the Trio 65 and the other announced titles. And finally the things comes into rolling. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, similar. Okay, it looks like that Stoughton has found its orange they now go with, so that we have an continuously, if they are in a row. I know I'm a bit neurotic when it comes to this stuff. So, enough said. Enough said. This is my first impression of the Coltrane, John Coltrane live at the Village Vanguard Acoustic Sound series. Maybe at the end, because I always forget that, and a lot of you ask for it. Look at the vinyl and the damn it, forgot the word for the center stuff. I'm getting old, sorry. You know what I mean. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time and see you on the next video. Bye.